Hello all, Lisa here again. I wanted to run through it with you guys a little bit of the syllabus. Please read the syllabus in its entirety. That way you'll have a good idea of what's expected of you this semester, as well as a lot of resources that you'll be able to tap into. There will be a quiz later on the syllabus, so make sure that you're paying attention. I am coming at you from Come Together Space. I mentioned it in my welcome video. It's a art fun house where I am currently in the stage room where we host a lot of our events. It's a rather eclectic place of sorts. I am also doing a screencast, which is something that you guys will be doing at least once during the semester and can be done in several different views. So I am going to now eliminate my visibility and show you my computer screen. Stay tuned. Okay, so you guys will log on to Blackboard. You'll pull up the syllabus, which will be located under the left-hand tab that says syllabus once you log into the classwork. This is pretty standard fare, but please note that my hours are by appointment. Mondays are great days to get a hold of me, so please make sure that you're aware that scheduling is problematic and that we can definitely work on Skype, we can work on email, we can talk on the phone, but we'll get it done. We'll get it figured out. Textbook is required, so please pop into the bookstore, order it online. Whatever you need to do, as in the welcome video you saw an image of that. Make sure that you are up to date on which one that you're collecting, because the numbers that I give you in the syllabus for what to read are specific. This is all of the reference points to what we will be covering in the class. I'm going to kind of speed through a few of these kinds of things. As you'll see here in the course lab outline, this is all language. So all of these skills, all of this cultural influence is just figuring out another language. Participation is required, and that's going to be primarily documented through a weekly log of a weekly response. So if your work is late, please make sure that you are communicating with me so that I know you're getting it in and that you're not just slacking off. There is a withdrawal point where if you are not participating and you're not responding to any of my emails, that I will, for your benefit, withdraw you from the class. So make sure that you're just staying in touch, and I'll reiterate that so often. Communication is key when I can't see you or read your face. So make sure that you notice the 2-week due date after the due date and a grade reduction. Please make sure that you leave yourself enough time for me to get back to you with questions. I will try to answer any emails, any questions within 24 hours, but it might be closer to 48. So please note that that is a huge part of an online class. We will have weekly questions, we will have class presentations, we will have exhibition responses and critiques where you'll go out into the community and get a sense of what's happening out there. You'll have 4 art projects, including a semester-long museum of me. You'll have a couple of tests, and you'll have a few quizzes and polls, just to get a feel for if you're keeping up to speed. It's a check-in point for me. So here's a breakdown of our grading. Again, if you have any questions in grading, please don't hesitate to ask. I will gladly confirm that I'm recording properly and that you are receiving the grade that you should be getting. There's a huge bit in here about technology, and there's a lot of great resources that Heartland provides for online class takers to be able to access a lot of this. But one thing to note, if you are specifically running a Microsoft Windows-based machine, you should be using Firefox. Firefox instead of Internet Explorer or Google Chrome, because it will work the best with Blackboard. And there are several glitches I've encountered when I use Google Chrome. Here's some good resources for IT as well as the library, tutoring service, disability services, Open Computer Lab, and Writing Center. You guys, please take advantage of all of those great resources. The tutoring lab is really accessible, and the writing lab can be just what you need to keep working forward, get out of that rut. I've also put a list of a lot of the local galleries to go check out. This is a place that I will be at when I do a lot of my weekly videos, so you'll get a little flavor at least of where those places are and what they might show as far as artwork. But as most of them have regular rotating exhibitions, which means that it will change and change and continuously change. Following that will be a class schedule. Note that the red text is action. Please do. So I'm not going to go through all of this, but you guys will see coming up soon that we have Labor Day off. It doesn't technically affect you, besides that everything usually due on Mondays will now be due on Tuesdays. The weekly responses will always be due on Mondays at 8 a.m. because I will be grading all day Monday. That's a big day for me, so I am not just selecting that as a random day. I am actually deliberately using that day to coordinate with when it's most efficient. And I will let you know if I can't get to something that you can have extra time on it. That's a class-wide offer if something comes up where I'm not going to be able to get to it for a few days, but don't depend on it. Do not depend on it. Make sure that you keep note of due dates and make sure you keep clarification on that. So, throughout the semester, we'll be doing readings followed by activities. Always note the syllabus is subject to change, so please keep posted on any announcements and any emails that I send out. We will primarily be working through Blackboard and the discussion boards. So if you've done that in previous classes, or you are doing that in other classes simultaneous to this one, you'll be able to recognize that those are supposed to be class-wide. That means those are supposed to be for everyone to see and for everyone to respond to. And that's why we're doing the discussion board primarily, is that you will have a chance to respond to your classmates. You are not living inside this box of a computer. You are engaged in a group of people, and I want to use that discussion board to amplify that group. So if you guys have any questions on the syllabus, we'll go back over it a few more times too, referencing some of the little points to remember. But I will keep you posted on the weekly agenda in the next video. Thanks for listening. I'm Lisa, and I'll see you next time. Bye!